What's going on, YouTube? It's 1,000. So recently I got a comment on one of my videos about one of the viewers. I said, if you give me a comment, I'll make a video on it. So she pretty much commented saying, like, I have no knowledge of flipping cars, you do, so like, how do I get the knowledge? Gonna take me a year and stuff like that, right? And I responded to her saying, listen, your comment is really good and I want to make a video on it. Actually, do you need a lot of knowledge to flip cars, or is it really simple? And I'm gonna break that down for you guys. So you don't really need that much knowledge to flip cars. So I'm gonna do a demonstration on this car on what I look for when I'm flipping cars. Pretty much what I look for in the engine bay, what I look for in the body wise, and then I'll show you guys what this car that I recently bought that I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna do a demonstration of what I look for in the car when I buy it, and what's pretty much a good deal to buy, right? The one thing that I'm gonna say is I don't have a lot of knowledge with cars. Like, I'm good with body wise. I know what's wrong with the car body wise, but when it comes to the engine and stuff, I'm not the best. I have some knowledge, but I'm not the best. But I'll still show you guys what I look for. That way you guys can do what I do. And also I would recommend, if you guys want more information on like checking the engine and stuff like that, is to watch other YouTube videos that talk about like the engine wise of the car. I'm not an expert, so I don't want to, like, you're not gonna get all the information on this video, but I'm gonna go ahead and start this demonstration. So I just bought this Nissan Altima. It's a 2009. And you can see it's a pretty good looking car. Like, this side has nothing wrong with it. So I checked the bodies of the car, got a little ding and stuff like that. You can see the winter tires, they're pretty good. They got some tread, so automatically you know the tires are good. And then you kind of look around, like, it looks good, right? Like, this is a 2009 with 190k kilometers, and I got this for $2,000. Sneak preview, this is gonna be my part 2 of flipping $1,500 or the $1,200 into $12,000. So this is the part 2 car that I got, and I'm excited for that to give you guys. But I'll go ahead and do a full tour. So I'll check the headlights, make sure they're working. They look good, right? Front end looks good, windshield looks good, there's no cracks or anything like that. And then you can tell, you can look at the rims, they look good, right? And then now when you look at it from this side, by the way, this is my garage. Just it's like 11:30 at night here, and I just wanted to get this video out for you guys because I was a little busy today. I was looking at cars and also had to go to my pops and stuff. But you can see this side, there is some rust, right? But it's not like bad rust. Like, it's okay-ish rust. Like, it's still bad, right? But for $2,000, like, it's not that bad to be like, oh, I can't flip this, right? Like, that's fine. For $2,000, I'm gonna probably post this for like $39. Somebody gives me $35, take it, right? But you could see, like, the car is actually pretty good for $2,000. And I just check around all the body, make sure everything's good, all the lights are on and stuff, right? And then after that, once I check that out, I go inside. So make sure you go inside, check out the inside, all the buttons are there, nice. Everything's here, and you can see here the dash. There is no engine lights or anything like that on the dash. So that is just the tire pressure right here, the light. So that's just the tire pressure saying like one of the tires low on air. It's okay, that's nothing, right? This is just saying that your seatbelt is not on. If you see everything works, you want to test the AC, you want to test the heater and everything. But you can see I got the heater on and it's nice and hot. This car actually has the heated seats as well. This is why I like the Altima. Like, it comes with so much good features, right? Push start. But what you want to do is, now once you're in the car, you check the outside, you're okay. You want to check the windows, make sure they work, right? They open and close, all the windows. After that, you want to check the locks. So do they lock, unlock, right? And this one does. And then what you want to do is try the radio, see if the radio works. I'm not gonna put on any music just because, like, I don't want to get copyrighted from YouTube, but it does work, the radio, right? And then you just look around. Like, this is a $2,000 car, so I'm not like doing a full examination of everything, but for $2,000 it looks pretty good, right? And the guy actually threw in the summer tires with the winter tires. Currently there's winter tires on there, but you can see you got the summer tires. And then after that, once you're good with the inside and the outside, then you could check the trunk. So I'm just gonna open the trunk, and then I'm gonna open the hood too. Trunk's open, you open it up, the guy has 2 tires in here, and he also threw in some windshield wipers, which is perfect. Now the engine bay, and this is what I check for the engine bay. It's very simple. It's not that, you know, you don't need any kind of tools or anything like that, but It's a 190k kilometer car, 2009. I'm not expecting too much from the car. Like it is what it is. It's a little dusty, it's a little dirty, but whatever, right? It's a nice car to drive for a winter beater. It's a nice car to drive for, you know what I mean, like 4 or 5 years, and that will last you, right? And then what I do with the main thing is just look for any kind of oil spills or anything like that around the engine bay. It's a little bit dark, so you can't really see it in the camera, but I can see everything here. And this engine is dry as a bone, so there's no leaks or anything like that. One tip as well I have is, if you want to see if there's any kind of leaks or anything, if you pull out the car during a test drive, step outside and look on the floor. If there's a leak, you'll usually see a leak there, right? If not, that means that the car is good. But the one big thing I check is the oil cap right here. And what you want to do is, when you open it, you want to make sure that there's no sludge. You want it to be a clean, nice oil. It could be a little bit tough to open it up, but just keep going at it, it will open up soon. I had to use a wrench to open it up because that was kind of tight, but you can see here, right, nice and beautiful, no sludge, no like any kind of weird thing. It's clean, the oil's been done, maintained well, so you know the engine's pretty safe there. You check that out, make sure everything's good, everything works. Usually if the car works and drives fine, and like there's no leaks and stuff, usually it's a good car. Like there shouldn't be any problems. But as soon as you start seeing leaks around the engine, I would say forget about the car and just, you know, avoid it, right? I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up here, but that's it. This is the car that I recently bought. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I am gonna tune it up a bit here, maybe clean out the headlights, make it a little bit more shiny, just because they're kind of faded. And I'm gonna try to do a little bit of work on that little bit of rust there, try to see if I can fix it up. But yeah, I hope I helped out the fellow viewer that was commenting like you need a lot of knowledge. You see, I just did that within 5-6 minutes of me literally walking around the car. That's how long I took to look at the car when I bought it, right? It's really quick. You don't need to be too much into it, right? Unless it's an expensive car. This is a $2,000 car, so I'm not really like, you know what I mean, doing crazy investigations on it, right? It's pretty simple, 2K. Like, you just got to make sure it runs, it looks decent, and like there's no major issues, right? Like the engine lights and stuff like that, you got to make sure you run through those. And this thing came out clean, right? I did all that. Once you get a little advanced, I'd say even as a beginner, like your first car, you should get an OBD scanner, which is like 40 bucks, and then just scan it and scan the engine as well, which helps a lot. If you see a code, I'd say avoid it, just because like you don't know what it could be, and if it's something major, you're stuck with the car with a major engine issue, and that's not a good idea, right? So I hope this video helped you guys out. I hope that helped out that commenter, Samantha Rose, I believe. And yeah, and just goes to show you don't really need that much knowledge, right? Like I think I'm just good at selling, like as a salesperson wise, so that kind of helps too. But I believe it's your photo, presenting the car good too, which gets you to sell as well. But that's the car. And yeah, I hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, leave a like, subscribe for more, and this is going to be the part 2 of the turning 1200 into 12,000 as well. So little sneak preview there. But yeah, stay tuned guys. Peace out.